Everybody in my college knew one thing about Sophia. She only dated rich guys. Not kind guys. Not funny guys. Definitely not broke guys. Rich guys. If your dad owned a company, she noticed you. If you drove a BMW at 19, she noticed you. If you worked a normal part-time job like the rest of us, you were invisible. And unfortunately for me, I was completely invisible. My name's Ethan. I was 19, broke, socially awkward, and surviving college with 2 jobs and caffeine. Every morning I woke up at 5 a.m. to stock shelves at a grocery store before class. Then after lectures, I delivered food until midnight. Not because I wanted grind-set motivation. I literally needed rent money. Meanwhile, Sophia lived in a luxury apartment downtown with rich roommates who treated Starbucks like oxygen. And somehow, I still liked her. Pathetic, I know. The first time we actually talked was during economics class. Professor Wilson paired us together for a presentation. The second she sat next to me, I could smell expensive perfume. She looked at my old hoodie and beat-up shoes for like 2 seconds before asking, "So, what do your parents do?" Not "What's your major?" Not "What are your hobbies?" Straight to money. I laughed awkwardly. "My mom's a nurse." "And your dad?" "He passed away when I was 12. For the first time. She looked uncomfortable. "Oh. Sorry. It's okay." Then she asked the question I already expected. "So, how are you paying for college?" "Loans. Jobs. Mostly suffering." She laughed a little. Not a mean laugh. More like she didn't expect honesty. For the next few weeks, we kept meeting for the project. And honestly, weirdly enough, we got along. I made her laugh constantly. She admitted most rich guys she dated were boring robots with daddy's credit cards. But every time things started feeling genuine, reality came back. One afternoon I saw her boyfriend pick her up outside campus. Black Porsche. Designer watch. Perfect hair. The guy looked like a Netflix villain. Sophia kissed him, smiled, and drove away while I stood there holding ramen noodles in a plastic bag. That night I remember staring at my apartment ceiling thinking, yeah, a girl like her would never choose someone like me. So I stopped trying. I kept things friendly and focused on surviving life. Until one Friday night changed everything. I was delivering food downtown around 11 p.m. when I got a call from an unknown number. I almost ignored it. But something told me to answer. Hello? Silence. Then breathing. And then, Ethan? It was Sophia. Her voice sounded shaky. Can you pick me up? What happened? Please just come. She sent me an address. And when I arrived, it was some giant mansion party. Luxury cars everywhere. Loud music. Rich college kids drunk out of their minds. I found Sophia sitting alone outside near the curb. Crying. Mascara running down her face. And standing 20 feet away. Was her boyfriend making out with another girl? Right in front of everyone. My stomach dropped. Sophia looked embarrassed more than heartbroken. Like she hated that people were watching her get humiliated. I quietly sat next to her. For a second neither of us spoke. Then she whispered. I'm so stupid. No, you're not. Yes, I am. She laughed through tears. He literally cheated on his last girlfriend too. I didn't know what to say. So I just handed her the extra hoodie from my car. She put it on immediately because it was freezing outside. And then she asked something unexpected. Why are you always nice to me? I shrugged. Because I like you. The second I said it, I wanted to drive into traffic. But she didn't laugh. Didn't cringe. Didn't reject me. She just looked down quietly. Then said, "You shouldn't." That one sentence hurt more than I expected. Not because it was rude. Because she sounded genuinely sad saying it. I drove her home after that. The whole ride was silent except for low music playing in the background. When we reached her apartment, she suddenly asked, "Do you ever feel embarrassed by your life?" I frowned. "What do you mean?" "Like, not being enough." That question caught me off guard. Because from the outside? Sophia looked perfect. Pretty. Popular. Rich friends. Expensive lifestyle. But the way she said it sounded broken. She stared out the window. "My mom grew up poor," she said softly. "Now she's obsessed with status. Since I was little she always told me rich people matter more." I stayed quiet. She used to literally rank my boyfriends based on money. What? I'm serious. She gave this sad little laugh. If a guy wasn't rich, she'd call him a distraction. Suddenly everything made sense. Sophia wasn't shallow because she loved money. She was scared. Scared of being worthless without it. Before leaving the car, she looked at me and said, "You're different from everyone I know." And for the first time in months, I couldn't sleep. After that night, everything changed between us. Sophia started texting me constantly. Not flirting. Just real conversations. About life. Family. Stress. Fear. She even started bringing me coffee before class. Which shocked literally everyone. Her rich friends especially hated me. One day I overheard one of them whisper, "Why is she hanging out with that delivery guy?" Delivery guy. Not Ethan. Funny how people reduce you to your income. But Sophia slowly stopped caring. One afternoon we were studying together at a cafe when her ex-boyfriend walked in. And immediately started smirking at me. "Oh wow," he said. "You downgraded hard." I felt my face burn. People nearby started looking. Sophia quietly stood up. And for a second, I thought she'd stay silent. Instead she looked him dead in the eye and said, "No. I upgraded." The entire cafe went silent. Her ex laughed nervously. Sophia continued, "At least he doesn't need daddy's money to feel important." I genuinely think that was the first time anyone had ever challenged that guy publicly. His face turned red instantly. Then he left. The second he walked out, my heart was pounding. Sophia sat back down casually and continued drinking coffee like nothing happened. I stared at her. "What? You didn't have to do that." "Yes, I did." Then she smiled slightly. "I'm tired of fake people." That was the exact moment I realized something. Sophia wasn't changing because of me. She was finally becoming herself. A few weeks later, finals ended. Most students went partying. I went to work. Because bills don't magically disappear. Around midnight I was cleaning shelves at the grocery store when I heard someone say, "Need help?" I turned around. Sophia. Standing there in oversized clothes holding 2 energy drinks. I almost dropped the box in my hands. "What are you doing here?" She smiled. "You looked tired earlier." "You came to my job?" "Yeah." Then she grabbed a box and started helping me stock shelves. Sophia, the girl who used to only date millionaire college boys, was helping me organize canned soup at midnight. Life is weird. At one point an older customer walked by and smiled at us. "You two make a cute couple." I started choking immediately. But Sophia just smiled. And grabbed my hand. Not dramatically. Not for attention. Just naturally. Like she wanted to. And honestly, that tiny moment meant more to me than anything. Months later, Sophia completely changed her circle. She stopped going to fake luxury parties. Stopped chasing rich guys. Stopped pretending to be someone else. And me? I finally stopped feeling ashamed of being broke. Because struggling financially doesn't make you worthless. A bad bank account doesn't mean you're a bad person. And people who judge you only by money usually have nothing else valuable inside them. Sophia taught me that. Funny enough, the girl who once ignored every broke guy in college ended up falling for one. And her rich ex-boyfriend? Last I heard, he got exposed online for scamming crypto investors. Honestly? Not surprised. But the best part of all this? A year later, Sophia visited my tiny apartment after my birthday shift. I apologized for the place because the ceiling literally leaked when it rained. She looked around, smiled, then said, "You know what's crazy? What? This is the safest I've ever felt. And for the first time in my life, I finally felt like I was enough." And honestly, maybe the real flex was never money. Maybe it was finding someone who stays when you have nothing. Because fake people love your lifestyle. But real people love you. So if someone ever makes you feel worthless because you're broke, remember this. Money can buy attention. But it can't buy loyalty, peace, or real love. And sometimes, the people who get ignored the most end up becoming the ones nobody can replace. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more real Reddit-style stories every day. And comment. Real rich if you choose loyalty over money too.